Hello everyone! We here at 3for1 Trading buy and sell over 500,000 Magic cards each year, and that's just non-bulk cards. Each staff member receives basic training in identifying fake Magic cards. Now it's time for us to show you the same tips and tricks to spot a fake. The three most important aspects are weight, print quality, and light. Let's go.
A regular Magic card weighs between 1.7 and 1.8 grams. This value varies from card to card and can even be slightly above or below this range. The weight of a Magic card is due to its different components: paper, glue, paint, and so on. Counterfeit cards use different materials, which affects the weight of the card. That's why it is important to always compare a suspected fake with a legitimate copy of the card. There are two different ways you can check your Magic card using a light source. For both tests, it is very important that you use a legitimate copy of the card for comparison. If legitimate, a suspected fake should let through the same amount of light as a real Magic card. You can check this with a regular flashlight, for example, the one from your phone. If the card is fake, it will let through less light. Sometimes, fakes will also let through a very bright spot of light. In both cases, it means the card might be fake. You can also use a black light to identify your suspected fake. For the black light test, you'll need a very dark room. As with our other tests, always compare two identical cards with each other. Real cards will appear blue under the black light, reflecting the logo, symbols, and frame. As you can see, there are many different ways a fake card will react to the black light. The print quality is the most complex subject, but also the most important. As with our other tests, always compare two identical cards with each other. Now, let's have a close look at the front of our cards. A real Magic card has different print types, each technique reserved for different components of the card. For example, the background colors of a real card are printed dot by dot and layer by layer. The set symbol, however, is printed after background with a much finer and sharper method. This is often not true for counterfeit cards. The print quality of fakes is, of course, worse than the original. As you can see, the set symbol and lines of the counterfeit are blurry and not as sharp as the original. The pattern of the colored dots, called the rosette pattern, can also be an indicator when identifying fakes. This pattern is always the same for real cards, but seems somewhat random on fakes. On the original, all dots of the same color have the same size and same space between each other. On the fake, this is not the case. The dots seem to be aligned randomly and have different sizes. Not only do different elements of the cards have different techniques, they're also printed on different layers. The mana symbol, set symbol, and text are on top of the rest of the card. This means you can see a difference when the layers are different, or not even there. On this fake, the mana symbol is clearly not on top of the background, but rather its edge is intertwined with it. The lines on the fake are also mingled with the background, instead of being on a separate layer. The famous green dot test is one of the best available methods to find out whether your card is real or not. You'll need a magnifying glass for this. We are using a fancy jewelry magnifier. Yes, that's the brand name. Take a closer look at the green dot on the back of your Magic card. Inside of it is a yellowish spot. Inside this yellow spot, there are 4 red dots in an L shape. If those dots are present, congratulations, your card is real. If there are no red dots inside your yellow spot, inside your green dot, then we have bad news for you. Your card is almost certainly fake.
Okay, now you have basic knowledge on how to spot a fake Magic card. That's by far not all there is to know about it though. The topic is pretty complex and there are many exceptions of course. If you're not sure whether your card is a fake or not, you can always ask your local game store for a second opinion. We're sure they will be happy to help, just as much as we are. Bye, thanks for watching.